Hey gamers, welcome back to SwitchTop. I'm your host, and today we're diving into the games that'll keep you glued to your Switch for hours. These are the titles that make you say, just one more level at 3 AM. Let's count down the top 30 most addictive Nintendo Switch games of 2025. Rune Factory, Guardians of Azuma brings a refreshing twist to the series on Nintendo Switch, transporting players to the mystical land of Azuma, a realm inspired by Japanese folklore and steeped in seasonal magic. You'll step into the role of an earth dancer, tasked with cleansing the land of a sinister corruption called the Blight, using sacred dances and enchanted weapons like bows and talismans. This entry combines the series' signature farming and monster taming elements with dynamic real-time combat, including features like stun gauges, dodge-based bullet time, and support from elemental spirits. Players can rebuild seasonal villages, each themed around spring, summer, fall, or winter, by placing buildings and attracting villagers. Relationships take center stage too, as you can romance and recruit fully voiced companions to join you in battle. With its blend of action, customization, and cozy charm, Guardians of Azuma marks a bold and beautiful evolution for the Rune Factory franchise.
To confront them and restore certain monsters to their human forms. As you settle into village life, get to know the
Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time on Nintendo Switch, invites players into a colorful life sim adventure bursting with charm, customization, and a dash of time travel. Set on a mysterious island filled with secrets, you play as a newcomer rebuilding a town while unraveling the story of a girl with the power to manipulate time. The game blends exploration, crafting, combat, and town building, allowing players to switch between 14 unique lives like Paladin, Cook, or Carpenter, each offering its own quests and gameplay. As you progress, you'll travel between past and present versions of the island, unlocking deeper storylines and uncovering ancient mysteries. Players can shape their towns by designing layouts and placing buildings, all while gathering materials, fighting monsters, and completing quirky side missions. With its mix of RPG depth and relaxing simulation mechanics, Fantasy Life I delivers an enchanting and highly customizable experience for solo players or friends in co-op. Splatoon 3. This colorful shooter replaced bullets with paint and somehow became one of the most addictive games ever made. You're an inkling fighting in turf wars where the goal is covering the map with your team's ink color. The hook is simple. Every match is different because teams, weapons, and maps constantly change. The progression system gives you new gear and weapons to unlock, and each weapon completely changes how you play. Splatfests are special events where you pick a team and fight for your favorite choice in fun topics like cats versus dogs. The matches are quick at 3 minutes each, making it easy to say just one more game for hours. The single-player campaign and co-op salmon run mode add even more variety. With constant updates and new content, Splatoon 3 never gets old. Dave the Diver. This underwater adventure game is pure magic. You play as Dave, a guy who dives during the day to catch fish and runs a sushi restaurant at night. The ocean is full of mysteries, ancient ruins, and sea creatures to discover. What makes it addictive is how both parts of the game feed each other. Better fish makes better sushi, which earns more money for better diving gear. The pixel art is gorgeous, and the humor is hilarious. Each dive brings new discoveries, and the restaurant management keeps you busy between dives. The story involves underwater civilizations and environmental mysteries, but never gets too serious. Random events and special fish keep every dive exciting. You'll find yourself saying just one more dive or just one more dinner service until suddenly it's morning. The game perfectly balances relaxation with excitement. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The Ultimate fighting game lives up to its name with every Nintendo character you can think of. The basic story is simple. Fighters from different worlds battle it out, but the real addiction comes from mastering your favorite characters. With over 80 fighters, each with unique moves and playstyles, you'll spend hours finding your main. The controls are easy to learn but hard to master, and every match teaches you something new. World of Light Adventure mode has you collecting fighter spirits and battling through challenges. Online matches never get old because human opponents are unpredictable. The game has modes for every skill level, from casual button mashing to competitive precision. Training mode lets you practice combos for hours, and watching your improvement is incredibly satisfying. Whether you're playing alone or with friends, Smash Ultimate hooks you with its just one more fight mentality. Super Mario Wonder. Nintendo's newest 2D Mario game brought back the magic with wonder effects that completely change how levels work. You're saving the Flower Kingdom from Bowser, but the real story is how each level surprises you. Wonder effects might turn you into a Goomba, make pipes grow legs and walk around, or completely flip gravity. The new elephant power-up lets you smash through walls and spray water, opening up new ways to explore. With 12 playable characters and online multiplayer, every playthrough feels different. The badge system lets you customize your abilities, and finding all the wonder seeds and badges becomes an obsession. Levels are perfectly designed with secrets hiding everywhere. The game never stops surprising you with creative ideas, and the just one more level feeling is stronger than ever. Even after finishing the main story, you'll keep coming back to find everything. Brotato. This simple game about a potato with guns is ridiculously addictive. You're a potato who crash-landed on an alien planet and must survive waves of enemies until rescue arrives. Each run lasts about 20 minutes, making it perfect for quick sessions that turn into hours. The genius is in the weapon combinations. You can dual-wield SMGs, carry 6 pistols, or mix melee and ranged weapons. Between waves, you buy new weapons and upgrades that completely change your playstyle. The graphics are simple but charming, and the music gets you pumped for battle. Every character has different starting stats and abilities, giving you new ways to play. The difficulty ramps up perfectly, and just when you think you've mastered it, a new weapon combo opens up fresh strategies. Death doesn't feel frustrating because each run teaches you something new. The just one more run addiction is real. Mario Party Superstars. This party game collection brings back the best Mario Party boards and mini games ever made. You and up to 3 friends compete on classic boards, collecting stars and coins while playing mini games. The story is simple, it's a party, but the addiction comes from the competitive spirit and nostalgic fun. Each board has unique mechanics and strategies, and the mini games range from skill-based challenges to pure luck. Online play means you can party with friends anywhere, and the AI is challenging enough for solo play. The game perfectly balances strategy with randomness. You can have the best plan, but a lucky dice roll can change everything. Games last about an hour, making them perfect for regular gaming sessions. The presentation is colorful and cheerful, and the classic Nintendo polish makes everything feel perfect. You'll find yourself planning just one more board with friends constantly. Binding of Isaac. This dark roguelike is both disturbing and absolutely addictive. You play as Isaac, escaping from his mother through a basement filled with monsters. The story gets darker as you go deeper, but the gameplay hook is in the item combinations. Every run gives you different power-ups that combine in crazy ways. Tears might become lasers, you might grow extra heads, or gain the ability to fly. With over 600 items, the combinations are endless, and each run feels completely different. The pixel art style is creepy but charming, and the music is hauntingly beautiful. Boss fights are challenging but fair, and unlocking new characters and items keeps you coming back. The game has incredible replay value with multiple endings and secret areas. Death means starting over, but with different items and layouts, failure never feels repetitive. The just one more run addiction is stronger than almost any other game. Dead Cells. This game is pure addiction in digital form. You're an immortal prisoner trying to escape from a cursed island, but every death sends you back to the beginning with new knowledge. The combat is incredibly smooth and satisfying. Every weapon feels different and powerful. The progression system is genius. You permanently unlock new weapons and abilities even after dying, so every run makes you stronger. The hand-drawn animation is absolutely gorgeous, and the music pumps you up for battle. Each level is randomly generated but handcrafted, creating fresh challenges that never feel unfair. The difficulty is tough but fair, and mastering the combat system feels amazing. Boss fights are epic tests of skill, and beating them after multiple attempts is incredibly rewarding. The story unfolds through environmental details and hidden lore, keeping you curious about the island's secrets. Iron Meat. This retro shooter is like stepping into an 80s action movie. You're part of a special forces team fighting against an alien invasion that's turning everything into grotesque meat monsters. The story is simple but intense. Earth is being consumed and you're humanity's last hope. What makes this game so addictive is the non-stop action and weapon variety. You'll blast through levels with machine guns, flamethrowers, and rocket launchers while dodging crazy attacks. The pixel art is gorgeous and the music pumps you up for battle. Each level introduces new enemy types and boss fights that test your reflexes. The difficulty is tough but fair, and beating a section after multiple tries feels amazing. Co-op mode lets you team up with a friend for double the chaos. You'll keep saying just one more level until you've cleared the whole game in one sitting. Animal Crossing: New Horizons. This peaceful life sim turns daily tasks into pure addiction. You start on a deserted island and slowly build it into your dream paradise. There's no real story pressure, just you, some animal neighbors, and endless possibilities. The genius is in the daily routine system. Every day brings new items in shops, different fish and bugs to catch, and neighbors with fresh dialogue. Decorating your house and island becomes an obsession as you hunt for the perfect furniture and layout. Seasonal events and updates keep things fresh year-round. The real-time clock means your island changes even when you're not playing, making you want to check in constantly. Whether you're paying off your house loan, completing your museum, or just chatting with villagers, there's always something small but satisfying to do. The game respects your time, but somehow makes you want to spend hours doing relaxing activities. Pikmin 4. This strategy game turns commanding tiny plant creatures into the most charming addiction ever. You're part of a rescue team searching for castaways on a mysterious planet filled with giant bugs and treasures. The story follows your mission to find missing explorers, but the real fun is in the puzzle solving and exploration. You command different colored Pikmin with unique abilities. Reds resist fire, blues can swim, and yellows conduct electricity. Your dog companion Ochi adds new gameplay options like riding and carrying carrying heavy objects. Each day is a time limit where you explore, fight creatures, and collect treasures before sunset. The strategy comes from managing your Pikmin army efficiently while avoiding dangers. Night missions add tension as you defend against nocturnal enemies. The controls are perfect for Switch, especially in handheld mode. Every successful rescue or treasure find feels rewarding, and the cute factor keeps you smiling throughout the adventure. Vampire Survivors. This simple game is criminally addictive. You're fighting endless waves of monsters as various characters, each with different starting weapons and stats. There's barely any story, just pure survival action. The hook is in the progression system and weapon evolution. You level up during each 30-minute run, choosing new weapons and upgrades that combine in powerful ways. Watching your character become an unstoppable monster-killing machine is incredibly satisfying. The pixel art is clean and the music is catchy. New characters unlock different playstyles, and finding the right weapon combinations becomes an obsession. Achievements and unlocks give you constant goals to chase. The game runs perfectly on Switch with great handheld controls. Each run feels different based on your choices and luck with upgrades. Death means starting over, but with new knowledge about weapon combos and strategies. You'll lose hours experimenting with different builds and character combinations. Animal Well, this mysterious exploration game, hooked me with its unique pixel art and cryptic puzzles. You play as a small blob exploring an underground world filled with strange creatures and ancient secrets. The story is told entirely through environmental details and mysterious symbols, no text or dialogue needed. What makes it addictive is the constant sense of discovery. Every screen has secrets to find, from hidden passages to puzzle solutions that unlock new abilities. The game world is interconnected like a maze, and finding shortcuts creates satisfying aha moments. Your blob can transform and gain new abilities that open up previously blocked areas. The creature animations are beautiful, and each area has its own atmosphere and challenges. The soundtrack is hauntingly beautiful and adds to the mysterious mood. Progress feels meaningful as each new ability or key item opens up more of the world. You'll spend hours just exploring and experimenting, always finding something new around every corner. Super Mario Party Jamboree. The biggest Mario Party game ever is pure multiplayer addiction. The story is simple. Mario and friends are having the ultimate party celebration with tons of boards and mini games. What makes this so addictive is the variety and competition. With over 100 mini games, every party session feels different. The new larger boards create longer, more strategic games where every dice roll matters. Online play means you can party with friends anywhere, and the AI keeps solo play challenging. The presentation is colorful and fun, with great animations and music. New modes like rhythm games and cooperative challenges add even more variety. Each board has unique mechanics that change your strategy. Some focus on collecting coins, others on reaching specific locations first. The random events keep everyone on their toes, and comebacks are always possible. Super Mario RPG. This remake of the classic RPG is comfort food for gamers. Mario teams up with unlikely allies to save the Mushroom Kingdom from a mechanical invader who's shattered the Star Road. The story mixes Mario's usual charm with RPG storytelling, creating memorable characters and funny moments. The turn-based combat uses timed button presses to boost attacks and reduce damage, making every battle engaging. Exploring the colorful world and finding hidden treasures never gets old. The updated graphics are gorgeous while keeping the original's charm. Each party member has unique abilities for both combat and exploration. The difficulty is perfect for newcomers to RPGs, while offering enough challenge for veterans. Side quests and mini-games provide plenty of extra content. The music is absolutely fantastic, mixing classic Mario tunes with new arrangements. Character progression through leveling and equipment keeps you motivated to fight every enemy. Stardew Valley. This farming sim is the definition of just one more day addiction. You inherit your grandfather's old farm and escape city life to build a new future in Stardew Valley. The story unfolds naturally as you meet townspeople, uncover mysteries, and restore the community center. What makes this game so addictive is how every activity feeds into others. Farming crops earns money for better seeds and tools. Mining provides materials for crafting and upgrades. Fishing and foraging offer relaxing breaks and valuable resources. Building relationships with villagers through gifts and conversations leads to heartwarming stories and even romance. Seasonal events and festivals keep the calendar exciting. The progression is perfectly paced. There's always a new goal to work toward without feeling overwhelming. The pixel art is charming and the music is incredibly relaxing. Whether you focus on profit, relationships, or exploration, the game supports your playstyle. Super Mario Maker 2. This creative powerhouse turns level design into an addictive playground. The story mode features levels made by Nintendo that teach you different mechanics, but the real magic is in creating and sharing your own Mario levels. The building tools are incredibly deep yet easy to use. You can make traditional platformers, puzzle levels, auto-scroll challenges, or completely bizarre experiments. Playing levels made by the community provides endless content. Some are masterpieces of design, others are hilarious memes. The course world lets you follow favorite creators and discover new levels daily. Each game style, from original Mario to 3D World, offers different mechanics and possibilities. The satisfaction of creating a level that others enjoy is incredible. Testing and refining your creations becomes an obsession as you perfect the difficulty and flow. Co-op and competitive multiplayer modes add even more variety. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. This massive sci-fi RPG is the ultimate time sink, and I mean that in the best way. Earth has been destroyed in an alien war, and humanity's survivors crash land on the alien planet Mira in their city ship New Los Angeles. You're a customizable Blade member exploring this hostile new world while searching for the missing lifehold that contains most of humanity in stasis. The story deals with survival, identity, and what it means to be human, but the real addiction is in the exploration and progression systems. Mira is absolutely huge with diverse biomes, from crystal caves to floating islands. The mech combat system lets you pilot giant skells that completely change how you explore and fight. Character classes offer deep customization with tons of skills to unlock. Side quests aren't just fetch missions, they're full stories that develop the world and characters.
Target in sight! Shadow strike! Assault hammer! Nice! Move in and do some damage!
Flame grenade!
The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. This charming remake had me hooked from the first dungeon. Link washes up on mysterious Koholint Island after a storm and must collect 8 instruments to wake the windfish and escape. The story has a dreamy, surreal quality that keeps you guessing what's real. What makes it addictive is the perfect bite-sized progression. Each dungeon introduces new items that unlock previously blocked areas. The toy-like art style is absolutely gorgeous, and the music is incredible. Every screen has secrets to discover, from heart pieces to seashells that unlock rewards. The dungeon design is some of Nintendo's best, with clever puzzles that make you feel smart when you solve them. Trading sequences connect the whole island in fun ways. The game isn't too long, but every moment feels meaningful. You'll find yourself exploring every corner of the island, talking to every character, and hunting for every collectible. Grapple Dogs, Cosmic Canines. This colorful platformer surprised me with how addictive the swinging mechanics are. You play as Pablo, a space-traveling dog who must save the galaxy from an evil cat empire using his trusty grappling hook. The story is simple but charming, with great humor and personality. The real hook is mastering the grappling system. You swing from point to point, building momentum and chaining moves together. Each level is designed around creative use of your grappling hook, with gems to collect and time trials to complete. The pixel art is vibrant and full of character, and the soundtrack is incredibly catchy. Boss fights test your grappling skills in creative ways. New abilities unlock as you progress, keeping the gameplay fresh. The level design encourages speedrunning and experimentation with different routes. Collectibles are placed to reward skilled play and exploration. Hollow Knight. This dark masterpiece consumed over 60 hours of my life, and I loved every minute. You're a small knight exploring the ruined kingdom of Hallownest, uncovering the tragic story of a civilization destroyed by an ancient infection. The story unfolds through environmental details and cryptic dialogue, creating a mysterious atmosphere. What makes it addictive is the incredible exploration and progression system. Your nail attacks start simple, but evolve with new abilities and charms that completely change your playstyle. The interconnected world rewards curiosity. Every new ability opens up previously blocked areas. Combat is challenging but fair, requiring timing and skill to master. Boss fights are epic tests that feel amazing to overcome. The art style is hauntingly beautiful, and the music perfectly sets the mood. Finding new areas, abilities, and story fragments creates constant motivation to keep exploring. Shotgun Cop Man. This retro-style shooter is pure adrenaline addiction. You're a cop fighting through waves of criminals and monsters in various locations, armed with an arsenal of powerful weapons. The story is intentionally over-the-top action movie style. Evil has taken over the city, and you're the only one who can stop it. What makes this game so addictive is the fast-paced combat and weapon variety. You'll blast through levels with shotguns, machine guns, and explosive weapons while dodging bullets and enemies. The pixel art is detailed and the music pumps you up for battle. Each level introduces new enemy types and environmental hazards that keep you on your toes. Boss fights are intense showdowns that test your reflexes and weapon mastery. Power-ups and health items are scattered throughout levels, encouraging aggressive play. The difficulty is challenging but fair, and beating tough sections feels incredibly rewarding. Co-op mode doubles the chaos and fun. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. This sequel completely blew my mind and ruined my sleep schedule for weeks. Link must save Hyrule again after Ganondorf's return causes the land to change dramatically, with floating islands appearing in the sky and mysterious depths opening underground. The story builds on Breath of the Wild while introducing new mysteries about Hyrule's ancient past. What makes this incredibly addictive is the new building system. You can fuse objects together to create vehicles, weapons, and contraptions. The possibilities are endless, and experimenting with different combinations becomes an obsession. The three-layered world of sky, surface, and depths provides massive exploration opportunities. New abilities like Ascend and Recall create unique puzzle solutions. Weapon fusing lets you create powerful custom gear from everyday objects. The physics system enables creative problem solving that makes you feel like a genius. Fire Emblem, Three Houses. This tactical RPG completely took over my life for months. You're a mysterious mercenary who becomes a professor at the Officers Academy, choosing to teach one of 3 houses of noble students. The story deals with war, friendship, and moral choices that impact the entire continent. What makes it addictive is the perfect blend of strategic combat and relationship building. Turn-based battles require careful positioning and planning, but building bonds with your students outside of combat is equally important. Each student has a detailed backstory and personality that unfolds through support conversations. The monastery serves as your hub where you can teach, train, cook meals, and interact with characters. Multiple story paths based on your house choice provide huge replay value. The class system lets you customize each character's growth and abilities. Battles are challenging but never unfair, rewarding good strategy and preparation.
I must stay focused.
What should I do?
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This racing masterpiece has been stealing my time since day one, and I'm still not tired of it. There's no real story mode, just pure racing fun with Mario and friends across colorful tracks. What makes it endlessly addictive is the perfect balance of skill and chaos. The anti-gravity racing adds a unique twist where you can drive on walls and ceilings. With 48 tracks including DLC, there's incredible variety from classic Nintendo courses to brand new designs. The item system creates exciting comebacks and hilarious moments. Online racing against players worldwide never gets old because human opponents are unpredictable. Battle mode offers different game types beyond racing. The controls are easy to learn but hard to master, with tons of advanced techniques to discover. Time trials let you perfect your racing lines and chase global records. Local multiplayer is fantastic for parties and family gaming. Regular updates and events keep the community active. Persona 5 Royal. This stylish JRPG completely consumed my life for over 100 hours, and I wanted more. You're a high school student who gains the power to enter people's hearts and steal their corrupted desires, fighting alongside fellow phantom thieves to change society. The story tackles serious themes about corruption and justice, while maintaining incredible style and humor. What makes it addictive is how every day matters. You balance dungeon crawling with social simulation, building relationships, and improving your character. The turn-based combat is strategic and satisfying, with demon fusion creating powerful allies. Each palace, dungeon has unique themes and mechanics that keep exploration fresh. The social link system makes every interaction meaningful as you deepen friendships that provide combat benefits. Time management becomes a fun puzzle as you decide how to spend each day.
Persona. Go down!
Hades. This roguelike masterpiece made me fall in love with dying repeatedly. You play as Zagreus, son of Hades, trying to escape the underworld to find your mother while your father tries to stop you. The genius is that death is part of the story. Every failed escape leads to new conversations and character development back home. What makes it insanely addictive is how progression works on multiple levels. Each run offers different weapon and power combinations from the Olympic gods, creating unique playstyles every time. Permanent upgrades ensure you're always getting stronger even after failure. The combat is incredibly smooth and satisfying with perfect controller feel. Every character has amazing voice acting and dialogue that changes based on your progress. The art style is gorgeous and the music is perfect for the mythological setting. Relationships with gods and underworld characters develop over dozens of runs, providing story motivation beyond just escaping. Balatro, this poker-based roguelike completely destroyed my productivity, and I regret nothing. You're playing poker hands to beat increasing score targets, but with wildcard effects and multipliers that break the game in amazing ways. There's minimal story, just you versus the challenge of building the perfect deck. What makes this criminally addictive is how every decision matters, and combinations create explosive scoring potential. You start with basic poker hands, but acquire joker cards that modify scoring in crazy ways. Some multiply certain card types, others add chips for specific conditions. The interaction between different jokers creates synergies that can turn weak hands into massive point explosions. Each run offers different joker options and shop items, making every playthrough unique. The math puzzle of optimizing your deck becomes incredibly engaging. There you have it, the 30 most addictive Nintendo Switch games that'll completely take over your 2025. These games have collectively stolen hundreds of hours from my life, and I don't regret a single minute. If this list helped you discover your next gaming addiction, hit that like button and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content. I've got some incredible videos coming up that you won't want to miss. Until next time.